Welcome back to Full Court Press Podcast, where we do one take, no bias. As always, I'm Paul.
I'm Zay. And I'm Zaf.
It's been a minute, but today we're here to talk about the NBA playoffs.
Yep, we're back.
Playoffs are just so good right now.
This is the best playoffs.
No, hoops is fun to watch. Right?
I do. I've been watching every game.
Me too.
I have it on.
I'm gonna say every game. I can't turn them Celtics Knicks on. I ain't got nothing to watch there.
That's one of the
Because
Jason,
y'all want to start off with the Knicks or no?
I think we start.
I'm trying to start off with that series of Celtics.
So like I'm not gonna act like I came into this saying Knicks in 4. At times I say Knicks in 7. But at times I'm like, I'm a Knicks fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like,
by the way, playoff series are as of May 10th.
Yeah,
the day we're filming.
But the Knicks were like 0-11 against the top 3 teams in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the things I was looking at, because going to playoffs, you gotta think about that.
Honestly, that should be the only thing that like people are looking at. Like if you can't
You're playing the top teams in the playoffs.
If you can't play against the best teams, like we scrapped it out.
Win, yeah.
We scrapped it out against the Pistons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
scrapped it out? You mean cheated?
That's how
I'm not even joking. Yeah, you guys didn't scrap it out. That was a foul. What?
Yeah, I mean, they said it was a foul.
They literally said it was a foul.
If they were looking at every single play in that game,
don't you notice how they wrapped it up so quick? No foul. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
They didn't even run the play back.
When the buzzer's done, you can't undo it.
That's a terrible
Paul.
That's a terrible call.
Okay, I agree, right? But like,
no, you don't.
The ref didn't even blow his whistle just like as a precaution. Like, okay, let me see.
That's not how you do things.
I'm just saying, like, why not do that? Because they should have won that series.
No, they shouldn't have, dude.
If they win that game, it goes a lot different.
Okay, and how are the Pistons doing against the Celtics? Huh? Tell me. Are the Pistons taking 2?
Well, I'm not worried about how they were doing against the Celtics. Yeah, we're worried about how they do against the Celtics. Exactly.
Y'all just hating.
Okay.
Yes, that's literally. I'm telling you, I'm hating.
For no reason.
It's no reason.
For this reason.
This dirty team. It's a cheating team. All y'all do is cheat.
Yeah.
Every year.
You know what?
It's the Grayson Allen if it was a team, bro. It was just one big Grayson Allen. Every year. Y'all did something like this before too. I think y'all injured Kyrie once.
When? Come on, tell me.
I literally cannot remember.
Joel Embiid last year. Yep.
Well,
Joel Embiid.
Yes.
I gotta remember.
What about Mitchell Robinson? Huh? No, Mitchell Robinson.
Who's Mitchell Robinson?
Okay, but going back to the Celtics. As the defending champions, you shouldn't be in this situation.
I have no idea what's happening.
What's the main? I don't even understand the main issue, because JT obviously not playing the best he could, but he's doing normal.
Come fourth quarter, the Knicks turn up and the Celtics kill.
It's just horrible close-ups.
He's the worst clutch performer, like superstar in the league, easily.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because there really isn't any superstars that are known for being not clutch, right?
Yeah.
Except him.
Yeah.
Because Mikal Bridges, dude. 2 games in a row.
I mean, credit to him.
That's crazy. You do. That's one dude I do get, like him and Jalen Brunson. They've been cooking.
JB's been on.
I hate to see that crossover from Asar Russ, one of my favorite players.
That was great.
I saw that live. I said, wait. He can do that?
The whole game.
Game 6 too.
The whole game, Asar was clamping down, right? Because he's like a good
and none of his defensive clips went viral. Just him getting crossed.
Just that one.
That's how the media is now.
And then Amen Thompson got his combo behind the back to the layup.
Yeah.
But that was the only one that mattered really at the end of the day.
No,
that play.
I'm gonna say that.
No, it's true.
I mean,
he played good. Like without it probably would have been.
Yeah, I'm not saying like he was the worst player on the team because of it. Because if it's anyone else there, then JB gets that shot off probably a few seconds before, just because of the.
Yeah, I think he's probably the person I want on it.
That person, you wouldn't play.
Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't pick Cade over it.
No, but speaking of the Pistons series, shout out Dennis Schroeder, dude. I have a lot of respect for that man after that series.
The league passer.
No, for sure.
Game after game, Dennis Schroeder was genuinely. He was probably the second clutchest player in that series.
It's consistent too with every game.
He iced game 2 with that 3, and then every game was close, right? Obviously.
First of all, we just got to give the Pistons what they deserve.
Yeah,
that series happened.
Dude, the Pistons are gonna be.
Look at what they were last season.
They're gonna be a problem.
You just make that easy comparison. You know that
the Pistons are gonna be a problem.
They're gonna be a problem, but they shouldn't do something dumb in this offseason.
Yeah, I said don't fire any coach.
But then again, also a smaller trade could help, because look at what happened with the Atlanta Hawks, for example. The year they made it to the conference finals, they stuck it out and they kept the same team and ended up being in the playoffs.
I think it's different though.
So selling high could be like, it's something that these teams have to make a decision on. Like, should we sell high or should we reload and see? If
I say your main focus would be adding more weapons. You're not. If I'm the Pistons, I'm not necessarily happy with it because job's not done. You know, you try. All right, how do we get to this next year? How do we bring in more people? Because this wasn't enough. That's all this showed, that this wasn't enough. And these players are going to get better, but like, is the jump next year going to be enough to really take them?
Especially
so you need to add. So you need to figure out what weapons need to come in and what things you need to move around so you can really produce next season.
I think K next year could make that jump into the top 5 conversation. I mean, he was like what? He was like top 10 conversation towards the end of this year.
Honestly, he's probably. Yeah, I probably had him top 10 in the playoffs. To be honest,
in the playoffs,
like,
yeah, for
easily.
sure. Like, but what I'm saying is that I think you have to trust these players to make that jump next year, and I don't think
that's like honestly, in my opinion, that's too much trust.
You can't. Okay, I think you gotta surround them with vets or like niche role players, like players that are good for like you can't just go out and like get a good to great player. Yeah, I think you got to get a player that's good to great. One thing that the Pistons need, like they probably could use more scoring.
It's literally defense. I would probably want more defense.
I think it's straight.
I think you need a guard who can shoot the ball and play defense. Something scrappy.
That's something that everybody needs.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like they're not just going out this offseason to get KD. Right,
for sure.
They're not going out to get anyone up like close to that caliber. From what
that's what I'm saying. I don't think a superstar is what's going to get them there. I think it might be maybe like a B or high CT.
It's like what you guys said. Like genuinely, like as big of a Knicks fan I am, that series, the way that it was playing out, could have gone either way. Like at the end of it all, every game was close. You know, the Pistons were putting up a fight every game. In the Garden too, they took 2 games from the Garden, which is like really impressive.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson gets injured, that series goes Pistons. I'm not gonna lie, he was that important to the Knicks.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, he came back and scored 14. But yeah,
that's so nice. So back to the Celtics and Knicks. Because they was talking in the comments about how we just keep on jumping and jumping. So if we go off, we got to come back in and then bring it back.
Fit it in the finish and then go somewhere else. Okay. So what's the plan for Boston in these next few games?
For Boston, I can see better probably from the Knicks.
Okay.
So I think
the Knicks get better. The Knicks get better. All they're moving off of is confidence.
No, I think
you get your 2.
Hold on, you talking about off season or like
no? We're talking about the play.
Yeah, I'm saying
they got the confidence to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Because think of it,
they're thinking.
I've seen the stat. ESPN. The Celtics have been up in the series for like 80 minutes, and the Knicks only like 15. But the Knicks are up 2-0.
Yeah, because
it's crazy.
I'm telling you, like
here might be the issue though.
Look, I love the Knicks. I have no idea what's happening. Like I know like the regular season hasn't showed it at all, but in the playoffs they have the X factor.
Yeah,
they genuinely do. They've come back from down 20 3 times.
Yeah,
and like when it comes to those fourth quarter moments, the I don't want to, maybe not the momentum, but the Knicks always have a fighting chance.
For sure. Yeah.
In those last 2 minutes of the game.
It's because their players aren't afraid to take it.
Yeah.
Like they'll notice how Jalen Brunson wanted that ice. He knows what he can do. Like they know what they can do. That's like the plays are set up too for the ISO every time. Like the closeouts aren't the issue, but here's what I'm looking at for the Celtics. I'm their coach, right? I'm noticing a pattern. If I can't analyze these games and figure out, wait, if we just switch that right there, then we're going to have a lot more. This game's going to go a lot easier in the end. And once they do figure that out, what are the Knicks doing?
You know what? But that's the problem, though. Like, I'm obviously, like, I don't know what Joe Mazzulla is telling his players, right? But the Celtics are looking stubborn, right? They keep shooting the 3. They keep getting lazy.
They said it. They live and die by the 3. And right now, they're dying by the 3.
Yeah, 25% of the series, and most of their shots are 3s, right? Throughout the season, we've been saying like the Celtics will get lazy and like have a bad loss here and there, but now it's happening in the first 2 games of the second round. You know what I mean? They're getting up 20, they're getting lazy, and they're just letting the Knicks sneak back up on them. That's not something you can do.
I don't understand. Like, where's the energy going? Is it thinking they won the game already? Like,
they were up by 20.
Is it a sense of confidence?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, that's what
as a defending champion.
But why are you doing that though? That doesn't make sense. You're
it's been it since they won the championship last year. Like the whole season, they could have been rolling over. Like they could have had They could have had a better record than the Thunder, right? Mm-hmm. They're that good of a team, but they have just been like coasting, and obviously they're great.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would, as much as I hate to see that, it's working.
Yeah,
it worked. Like
it's like in the regular season, it'll get you the 2 seed, obviously, right? But when it comes playoff time, and they only lost 1 to the Magic, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't lose the game to the Magic. Yeah, right. You saw how the Thunder handled the Grizzlies. You saw how the Cavs handled the Heat. You shouldn't lose a game to the injury-riddled Magic.
That's a good point. Yeah,
and then you shouldn't go and lose the first 2 to the Knicks. Yeah. Like, come on, the Knicks who
you bullied all regular season.
And so same with the Thunder, same with the Cavs. Bullied all regular season.
So this series is over if Knicks win 1 more.
For sure.
For sure.
If Celtics don't do something,
that's why
this series is over.
So
it's that simple.
They play at 3:30 today, and I have a tea time with Connor at 3:40. We're gonna be watching. Okay, funny story. Let me give y'all a little quick story, right? So after work, I think what day was it? I don't know. I think the first game of the series. Mm-hmm. Right. So, oh no, I wasn't working. So we were down like 15-20. I was downstairs watching, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. So I just turned it off. I went to pick up Mia, and we were driving home, right, or to her house, and we pulled by a red light, and I see like someone. Okay, y'all probably don't care about the story. Long story short, Connor was in the car next to me, and he was like frantically like that, and like I was like, oh my god, it's Connor, right? And then they were watching the game. I can't because I'm driving, so they started like commentating the game, yelling at me, and that's when we went into OT, and then that's when Mikhail got that steal. Yeah, by the end of the drive. Yeah.
On to what is it? Nuggets and Thunder, or
we can move it.
I look you want to.
Yeah, we can go Nuggets Thunder.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Cavs in last night.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, Donovan Mitchell. Have we seen a player like him before?
No.
I think he is literally like this is the first time I've ever seen him. He's been playing for so long.
True.
Yeah. You guys got to think about this. He's been here for so long. He's consistently like. When have we ever seen? Despite the what was it, like a leg ankle injury or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
It was, but despite that, like he's been here consistently. He'll give you 30. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what team is on. Doesn't matter who he has with him. Mm-hmm. He's consistently.
He's great.
When have we seen that?
Okay.
Even with the best.
Can I ask y'all a question? I know this is like jumping the gun a little bit, right? But if you're the Knicks, are you more scared of the Pacers or the Cavs?
What? The Cavaliers.
Really?
Yes.
The Pacers look scary.
Pacers Black Magic.
Yeah, they look scary, but like I'm thinking like roster wise, matchup wise, it should be the Cavaliers.
Yeah, but what we've seen from this series,
think about it. How can you, if you're a lion, right?
Yeah.
And you get killed by a zebra.
Yeah.
Which I'm just trying to like.
No. Hear him out. Let's see where he's going.
You see, like,
are you more scared of the next lion or the next zebra?
Or the zebra that just killed. So. If you watching something, right, and this zebra kills a lion, are you more scared of that lion or the zebra that just killed the lion? You more scared of that zebra? You just saw him catch a body. You just saw him catch a body. You just saw that zebra kill that lion. Why would you be scared of the next lion? You know what that zebra can do.
Shoot.
I mean, I texted it in the group chat. Like the Pacers, I said the Pacers had a chance against the Cavs.
I'm like, hold up, these Pacers, they doing them dirt. Okay, just last night was but like wait a minute.
I think
they got something.
You know what? I think what we're seeing right now is that the Eastern Conference is a lot better than we thought it was.
I agree. That's a great point.
Right? Because we were also talking about the West. Like, damn, the West is so deep, right? And like obviously the Rocket series was good, right? Yeah. But I mean the Grizz got BTA, right? Mm-hmm.
I would compare the Magic, but the Magic also did. So they have their offsetting. The Magic also.
Yeah, but like they were talking like the West is like
they had both.
Like in season, the West was better.
I mean, for sure. But I think what we're seeing
statistically too, it was everything was within games. Like you could still jump.
But I'm saying right now, what we're seeing is that the East is a lot tougher than we think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the top 4 in the East is a lot better than you can even go top 6 because what? Who's the 5 seed?
Bucks, Pistons.
Okay, I lied. Not the Bucks, but the Pistons.
Pistons went hard,
right? And then in the next couple years,
the Bucks are pitiful. Oh my God, hold on. You just skipped over that. I'm sorry. Hey, we're gonna have to go off track a little bit. That is just a pitiful team, man. Where is Giannis going?
The thing is, that what the guy Giannis is, like, I don't see him going anywhere. But like,
I wonder if
I said the same thing about Luka.
Does he understand his career will literally die
in Milwaukee. Yeah.
But
if he doesn't switch up,
so he's either gonna be. He's got to choose between trying to get another championship or being a more successful Devin Booker at this point.
Damn.
That is
because D-Book. Think of it. D-Book won. Did they win it? No, they never.
They never won.
Never won.
So Giannis. He has
Giannis.
He has one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more successful like Devin Booker. Like
I'd say that's his best comparison. Somebody who's been like pretty stayed with the team but just not gone anywhere.
It's crazy to say though, because Devin Booker is not no top 3 MVP candidate every year.
Exactly.
No top 5 player in the
league. But what I'm saying, like, I know that Giannis is like a really loyal player. You know, obviously Curry is, but he's had success.
Gotta go.
I think
the coaching too.
But it switches every year.
The reason I'm making this comparison is because I generally do not think Devin Booker will ever lead that team. I think he was going to lead the team. He would have done it.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, but the Suns. You don't think so? You think he can lead
this year?
Watch out, H-Town. Luka changed. Coming in Houston. Luka changed everything for me. There's
but that wasn't his choice.
That's what I'm saying. That anything that adds to it.
I guess
they don't have the choice to stay. You know, hold up.
I think, but
you the best player on the team and you can go.
Yeah.
And you don't even have a choice about it.
Yeah.
Come on now. Is that?
I could see, but okay. Long story short, the reason I made that comparison is because I think that we've seen Giannis stay loyal to the Bucks, but the Bucks have also
honestly they haven't been loyal to him.
No, in the past
the fact that they're switching out the coaching staff is
every year.
But they've been giving him.
I wouldn't be surprised if coaching staff is gone this year.
Again, every year, even before the championship, they've been giving him whatever he wants. Right? They just gave him Dame, but I think now
it was Dame.
Dame might have been the problem.
No.
Yo, no. You gotta. I did something on his injuries, bro. His injuries been crazy.
I know, and it breaks my heart that he's been hurt so much.
It's unpredictable stuff.
But Drew Holiday was the glue to that team.
Oh, for sure.
No, I wanted
Drew Holiday on that team. I don't know.
He was the missing puzzle.
Yes, it was. But I'm saying, Dame. Okay. I know what you mean.
Dame gonna provide that Giannis couldn't just do with the team he already had?
Probably the best pick and roll duo in the league.
No. But just think about it this way: you can put 3 out of 5 shooters in Dame's position, and they're still gonna be able to do the same thing. Especially when you have Giannis taking up all the defensive, you're gonna have that open space on the perimeter.
But what I'm saying is not to Dame's level, and
obviously not to his level. But I know what you didn't have to do that. That was just so extreme. Mm-hmm. You could have put it. I don't know. You could have probably put. There's a few guards you could have put in his situation to do not to his extent, but a decent job. Y'all still get to the same place.
The Dame Giannis trade, the Dame Giannis combination had a lot of potential. I don't know, I couldn't tell you why it didn't work out, but it just didn't. I don't think it's Dame's fault. I don't think it's Giannis' fault. They tried.
It's too many awkward conversations. Oh hey,
yeah,
they awkward in the locker room.
Nah, but
and then when they get on camera, yeah, it's my buddy.
Yeah, come on, man.
I think it's just I think it's kind of sad that it didn't work out, but yeah, I think
it's okay.
Back to
I kind of want to go to this Devin Booker Rockets talk. I want to talk about the Rockets.
Okay, Devin Booker is not going to the Rockets.
Bro.
Zach.
Okay, look, similar to what we were talking about.
Zach.
Listen, let me talk. Similar to what we were talking about with the Pistons. As in, in the offseason, what should they do? We said the Pistons should stay together, right?
Yeah,
stay together.
The Rockets should make it.
I think are a little different.
They don't have that star, or they don't have that leader.
Right? Yes and yes. The thing with the Rockets is personally, I love how the series went. We fought. We gave them a really good battle.
I don't like how the series went.
Why don't you like
Game 7 should never look like that.
Okay, that's true, but
everything feels like it was for nothing.
They were down 3-1.
You gotta remember.
They were down 3-1.
Down 3-1. First playoff
the Warriors are
everything just feels like nothing when I watch a Game 7.
The Warriors are a damn good basketball team.
You have to agree. First of all, them getting the Warriors in the first round, killer. Dude, they're a top 3 team.
They're beating the Lakers.
They're a top 3 team.
Okay.
They're a top 3 team.
Did you not see the way that the Wolves just handled the Lakers?
They're a top 3 team.
The Rockets are beating the Lakers.
Wait. Because I think you ever see something that's built to defeat something? I'd say the Timberwolves are the closest thing built to defeat the Lakers.
That's true. But are the Lakers beating the Warriors?
No.
Are they beating the Rockets?
I would. There's an argument.
You can say yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's an argument. I'm not saying
that. Are they beating the Nuggets?
No.
The Clippers?
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so. I don't know.
They beat the Clippers. Why do they not beat the Clippers is the question.
The Clippers are tough. I don't know what you're talking about.
LeBron's a little too inconsistent.
And because Kawhi Leonard is bad.
You don't think Luka's gonna see these guys and just, yeah, I'm gonna take this tonight. Yeah, let me get this.
Against Kawhi Leonard, one of the best defenders of all time.
He loves that. Luka loves that, but that makes him better. Y'all don't understand.
How did he love the Wolves series? Huh?
Okay, well that was
okay. Yeah,
that was
answer that. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Right?
No, answer.
No,
okay. Rudy Gobert, obviously a great defender, but it's not like that.
Okay, I've never seen Rudy Gobert play that well in my life. I'm not even joking.
27 to 24.
Rudy Gobert has never done that. He has never done that against Luka before. That was his first time. He saw an opening. He was like, finally, I can get back after. Was that Kyrie who had the ice? No, Luka had the ice.
We watched that.
That was 2020.
Oh my god.
2020. Brought it back, let it slide. I said, I already know that's game.
I know.
I already know that's game.
But I mean, like, they're obviously a great team, but like, none of them, like the Lakers didn't do anything special against the Wolves.
No.
They didn't put up a fight.
I expected them to.
I did too.
But LeBron seemed like he was done. Like, did anybody notice that?
No, LeBron was the only one trying.
No, like, not like that, like skill-wise.
Oh, I mean, like.
Obviously, he don't have the mentality, but like even the way he was
he's still like the most athletic player on the court.
We watched
at age 40.
What game? What series?
We watched game 3.
Game 3. It's all about third quarter, second quarter.
Yeah, halftime, third quarter.
Yeah, something like that. The way LeBron looked was like he was just there for business. Yeah. Like he was just, all right, let's get this win and get out. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't.
But like, I don't know. I don't know if you can ask much more. At this point,
I'm really not.
Considering he has 1 or 2 years.
No, not even ask. Expect. As the Lakers, you can't.
I'm just so used. I was just like so used to something that I've seen, like a different type of fire. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's more like home.
You can't put that weight on LeBron James at this point in time.
You gotta respect what you get.
That's probably why they got Luka. But again, LeBron James looked like the most athletic player on the floor. He was.
Luka sucks too. Luka sucks.
He's got even shape. That's simple.
It's not even.
Y'all see the comparison from beginning of his career to now?
I seen that.
Bro, he was a different man.
Yes, he was.
He was skinny, dunking, yamming. When was the last time you saw Luka dunk?
No, I think numbers on the board talked about this. He dunked like second year he dunked like 40 times, right? Third year like 25 something. It's like 2 now.
He must be. He messing.
I might be talking about Jokic, but I'm pretty sure
he messing up that food.
It might be.
He love that food.
Let's see. It's
probably Luka. But I'm gonna quickly go back to the Rockets. I'm saying they want to trade for KD. Don't do that. That's gonna mess up.
KD will ruin your team for 10 years, bro.
That I would cry.
He will ruin your team for 10 years.
Okay, y'all. So we got 25 in 2018, 14 in 2019, 12 in 2020. So it was never crazy like that. Okay. 15 in 2021, 12 in 2022, 2 in 2023, dang. 2 and 1 this year.
This year?
1.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. He's got to, if he gets back in shape, man.
Yeah.
How do you get him back in shape?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Are you gonna put him on a meal plan?
That's what these NBA teams are. That's what they do.
You put a grown man on a meal plan.
I don't know, dude.
If I'm paying you $500 million, basically, shoot, he's getting like 300, 400 mil, almost 500 mil. So yeah, shoot.
LA tax, bro. He getting like he only got 100 million. Alright,
but yeah, I think the Rockets should make a fairly big.
I'm saying you put the Rockets against anybody in the Warriors, yes,
because even without a trade, we're already like coming into next year. One of the brightest. Like,
is that something we can say?
Yeah,
coming into next year.
Yeah,
I feel like that's such like how many teams did we see from last year? Like besides my Mavs. Besides my Mavs. We were supposed to go to the championship. You know that, right?
Yo, we got a year playoff series. We're not even.
Okay. Listen.
Go to the championship, bro.
All I'm saying is a trade package of. It breaks my heart, but Jalen Green.
You traded Jalen?
Yeah, you have to.
You want him gone?
We can't have Devin Booker and Jalen Green on the same team. It's for the team. I mean, Jalen, you're still my favorite player. I would still support you, but
he's not your favorite player. He's not your favorite player.
He is my favorite player.
How do you want your favorite player traded?
I don't. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
okay. I love to keep him in Houston.
LP for Giannis, straight up.
No, I'm not doing that.
I know. Even we're not moving.
Okay, chill. But if we want that,
Sengun not moving.
That's the thing. Amen is the centerpiece now. He is. Yeah, Amen is Sengun. But like, Amen is the one. I'm not
just because the leadership, the leadership that comes in with him.
But Sengun is not a leader, dude. Nobody on the team is. Fred VanVleet is. I guess.
Fred.
But he about 100. No, he like 34.
Keeping him, but trace package of
one guy's.
Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, and 3.
Jabari?
Yeah.
Didn't y'all? Nah.
What?
Nah.
What you mean? Nah. Who else are we gonna trade for Devin Booker? Exactly.
You could get anything. You could put Fred on that.
No, we already re-signed. We already took his team option.
Why?
Because
isn't he like 37?
Yeah, not bad. He's like 34.
Yeah, 34.
Oh, I'm 3 years old.
Yeah, that's a big difference in the NBA. But Devin Booker come to Houston. We want you, buddy.
Yeah, Houston look at the surplus of young players.
Yeah,
that they can just move however they want.
Young talent, we're second, bro.
Yeah.
Young teams, we're second behind the Thunder. So
yeah.
Speaking of the Thunder,
we can go to the Thunder.
I like the Thunder.
Thunder Nuggets.
Yeah.
Shay just love that free throw.
I think the championship team from this year comes out of this series.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Does that?
I think the winner.
That's such an old saying. I haven't heard that saying in a while.
The winner of
this decides that championship.
I think the
no, it doesn't.
Okay, whoever wins this, I'm picking one of the.
No. Winner's coming out of the East this year. Not even as a Knicks fan. I don't care who.
They just had to work harder, to be honest.
Yes. Yeah.
Who? The Thunder?
No,
the East. The East in general had to put way more work.
So much harder.
Okay, but like.
Think about it. If you worked so much harder to get to the top, you wanted so much more than somebody who just got there after game 4.
Everyone's going the same.
It's a mindset thing. It's a mindset.
The person who comes out of the West is putting in the same work as the person who comes out of the East.
That's not true.
You're playing 3 series. You're winning 3 series to get there. You've already put in so much
equivalent of work, though. It's the teams you play. Is your game going to 7 or is you winning in 4?
The Thunder are down 2-1 right now. I have them winning the chip, right? So I'm saying they're going to have a harder path than, say, for example, the Knicks. If they win the East.
I can tell you.
4-2 series. Okay, the Pistons was a struggle.
I can tell you.
If they win against the Celtics, maybe in like 6, right? Okay, 4-2. They beat the Cavs or Pacers. That's going to be hard. But I'm saying, it's the same with the Thunder and whoever wins the Wolves Warriors.
Let me tell you.
I have the Warriors. So say it's Thunder Warriors. That's like Thunder in 5 or 6. It's the same as Knicks in 6 against the Cavs or Pacers. It's basically the same amount of work.
Let me tell you the teams that are not winning this championship.
The Pacers.
The Nuggets. And the Timberwolves.
Pacers got black magic, bro. I'm not joking.
The Nuggets?
That's about it. I'll take anyone else.
So the Nuggets are up 2-1 right now. You don't have them. You're immediately canceling them out from
because they went to 7.
Why are the Nuggets not
a bad? Hold on.
A bad Clipper season.
Hold on. A bad? No. That wasn't a bad 7 games.
What do you mean a bad?
Fluky 7 games. You know that.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Aaron Gordon.
They have a very good chance coming out of this series. Have you seen them play against?
I realize.
Okay, so why does that? Why?
I think they have a.
Why does the first round dictate? Oh,
because okay,
they got an argument for the chip. There's no reason to.
They do. I said the person winning the series.
You cannot X off the Nuggets.
The person winning the series. They have the best player in the world.
You can't.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
We saw that in the Clipper series, didn't we?
Okay, and they won.
Yeah, in a fluky 7 games.
How was it fluky?
How was it fluky?
The Aaron Gordon, the tippy dunk.
Okay, wait. What about the Knicks?
That was legal.
Yeah, no,
you can say the Knicks.
That was a great play. That seemed like a. Think about it. If I'm Jokic, I'm just throwing it at the hoop. Man. Aaron Gordon saw the ball. That was a great play for Aaron.
I'm not saying it was bad. Okay,
that was amazing. Actually, I like that play a lot. I think
they won Game 7 by 19. They, credit to James Harden. Except for Game 7.
What was he putting up?
He was putting up. I got you. Give me a second.
I personally don't think that the Nuggets have
what? They have everything they need.
I think they have probably the.
So you don't think they're better than the Thunder?
No. Finish your thought.
I'm gonna say the 3rd lowest odds to win the championship.
What does that mean?
So both the Wolves and the Warriors have a better chance than the Thunder.
No, 3rd low. I think the Nuggets the Wolves are below. And then
the Pacers.
Yeah, Pacers. Okay. I think the Warriors have a better chance.
So the Warriors have a better chance?
I think the Warriors with a healthy Curry does.
Well, he's not healthy right now.
Yeah, I know.
For the next 2 games. Or 1, at least.
I think it's 1.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I have not really been watching the Warriors series, to be honest. I can't. There's like...
After Curry got injured,
that was just game 2.
It's just so late.
They played tonight.
All the West, bro. Like, I need my sleep, man.
Yeah,
you think the NBA would ever do something like that where they start moving the games more so everybody?
Because in the West, it's 7 o'clock.
How was macro? No,
it was terrible.
Okay, I know.
It was bad for everyone.
I've seen so many TikToks.
Yes, bro, that's all my page.
Yo, Nati told me that you were behind him in micro, and he was like blowing on his neck, and like, and you like turn the page.
I was because I was cooked.
I could not believe it. I was like, no way, Zap did that.
For the last 2 tests, we sat right. We were in the front. We sat right next to each other. Right
because AB.
Wait, it was on paper?
No, it was on like the FRQs. So the writing portion was on paper, but the multiple choice was
you had to write on paper.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you had to do all the graphs like on paper.
You told him to turn the page.
But yeah, bro, I was like you when the practice were looking, I was like, bro, move to the left a little bit so I can see your paper. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy.
Oh, word? You're in auditorium?
Yeah, we're on the auditorium, but you gotta think the proctors are just chilling. Like the student proctors, the people just watching.
They're in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, remember what's her name? Like Erin Kim or something?
I think I saw her.
Yeah, she was.
I was looking at her. I was like, she looks so familiar.
You know what I look back on now?
What?
Micro macro exams are low key. The FRQs are hard because you got to remember the.
Did you took it too, right?
I took it last year.
Oh, how was it?
Mike,
what'd you get?
I got 4 on micro, 5 on macro.
So I'm thinking I'm more of like a 4 on micro, 3 on macro right now. That's not something for me.
I mean, no, because the curve gonna
the curve might help.
The curve is gonna clutch for macro, dude.
I hope it does.
But, the AP test has been on one this year, dude. Because I heard A push was hard.
Wow.
And World wasn't easy. Like it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then I heard Gov was easy actually.
The Gov is always easy.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, not bad. Probably something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't got the Nuggets. I'm
rooting for the Nuggets.
Look,
I want to see them win again.
Even I hate the Nuggets, but I can still admit they have a decent.
I'm not taking the Nuggets seriously right now.
I think y'all are crazy.
Let me see.
They have a chip already. They have the playoff experience. Who our team like
I think this year isn't the same. I think this year isn't the same.
How is it not the same? They're literally. I wouldn't say better.
Suck. Okay, that's a lie. No, I didn't mean that.
You're hating, bro.
You're scared of
hating. Yeah, you're scared. You're scared. He's scared. I want to see the Nuggets Knicks finals. I want to see that.
I'm scared of the Nuggets? Yes, you're scared.
No. Okay, I think if it was the Cavs or if it was the Pacers,
Jokic put up 29.
Like Shea put up 30 in the world, bro. He had 40 and 21 game, bro.
I want to see how many free throws Shea is doing.
One game, bro.
Look at all these free throws Shea shoot, bro.
And when they beat the Thunder, Jokic's gonna get his MVP too, man. Even though I think the Thunder gonna win, I'm rooting for the Nuggets like crazy, bro. That's my team I'm rooting for right now.
You know what? Now I'm a diehard Nuggets fan, just because of that.
Just for this playoff.
Why they got so many people?
I'm sorry, I'm in Thunder.
Who, me?
No, me. I'm a diehard Thunder fan, just for the series.
Bandwagon.
128 free throws.
You don't even know what the context of that is. Tell me what's the
I'm not even reading anything. I just said that. But you notice how you believe that?
No.
You notice how you believe that?
Because I thought you could have been talking about a couple games.
Okay, so we've gone over almost every playoff series very quickly.
Who are we missing on?
Warriors,
Timberwolves, but
did we date Pacers guys, dude?
We brushed it. It's low key.
Okay,
it's just black magic.
I think it could go. I think it could go either way.
That's what I was going towards. So I'm gonna go over every playoff series. We're gonna pick our winners, and then pick our conference finals winners, and then pick our championship winners. So Knicks Celtics. It's currently 2-0. How is the series ending?
Celtics. We can.
Nah, you fine.
It's pretty regular. It's Celtics.
Knicks in 5 or 6.
Okay. Celtics in 4.
Celtics in 4.
I really do hate the Knicks.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Celtics in 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Celtics
because I think
you're a comedian.
I think this game 3 is gonna be
it's gonna turn everything around.
It's gonna turn everything
around.
Just like it was for the Cavs.
All you need is 2 games to really make a proper analysis.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, during the regular season, they beat y'all
every game.
Yeah.
You guys never even stood a chance.
Again, they've been leading in the game for 85 minutes.
Once Jason Tatum's finger gets a little better,
scoreboard.
Okay.
All right, next.
They missed 45 threes and lost by 1.
What's the series? What's the series?
They missed 45 threes and lost by 1.
What's the series?
Celtics in 6.
What's the series?
I changed my mind.
Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 5.
Oh wait, that's kind of crazy. No, 7.
Y'all are so funny, bro.
I'll take number 2.
All right, Cavs Pacers currently 2-1.
Give me Tyrese Halliburton.
What the hell, he bird?
Pacers in 7. I ain't gonna lie.
Pacers in 4, 5.
I got Cavs in 6. They're not losing the game.
You don't think so?
Wait, it was what, 34? Cavs put up what, 134?
Yeah.
And then to like what, 107?
Remember,
I think if that's right, I got crazy ass.
Game 2, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen were out.
Cavs in 7.
And they lost by 2.
Cavs in 7.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1. They lost by 1. Yeah, the Halliburton game winner. So I'm not.
I did see that. That was nice, man.
Step back.
Yeah. The way he takes the ball down the court, it's like he don't care. He just love the game. What was the score from yesterday's game?
126 to 104.
Oh, it was a little off, a little tiny. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to the West.
I'm gonna let one more game decide. I'm gonna say Pacers in 7 just because I like Tyrese.
Okay. We got Wolves Warriors.
You hate so many teams.
I do hate a lot of teams. Maybe it's just like teams that like had to do with Kyrie, and then teams that just like annoying and shoot free throws.
You said what? Wolves Warriors.
Wolves Warriors currently 1-1.
I cannot read this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act
2-1, 1-1.
I
can't act like I'm confident in any team this year.
I'm not either. This is the most toss-up series right now, in my opinion.
Just with Curry out. I think if Curry's healthy.
Does Curry get injured again though? Throughout the entire, if he goes all the way to championship, does he get injured again?
No.
Okay. Man.
This is the first soft tissue injury of his career.
Against Anthony did it, or Rudy did it? Probably Rudy just did it.
No, I think it was just by himself.
Yeah. No.
But,
that's what the camera showed us.
I guess
he's supposed to miss the next 2 games. I'm pretty sure.
If it's 2 games, then
that might be
scary. The Wolves, man.
It's the Wolves.
Call it a day.
That would kind of suck for basketball, though.
That kind of sucked for Curry. You should
said it was his first hamstring injury ever.
That's what I'm saying.
One of your last chances at the chip.
I mean the way
I think
you're not gonna get Jimmy.
No, this year is his best shot. Yeah, it's gonna be the best shot he has for the rest of his
Jimmy
career.
right there too.
But we've seen crazier.
Because the West is only gonna get better.
But we've seen crazier things.
I don't know.
We have seen crazier things. T-Mac.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Wolves. I'm gonna take the Wolves in 6.
60.
It was like 3 seconds, 30 points.
Oh, it was
13 points in 33 seconds.
Ain't nobody do it like he
did. Yeah, nobody does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Love T-Mac.
I'll take the Wolves in 6.
Let me just get the Wolves in 7.
It hurts me to say that.
Curry comes back and still loses.
Nah, Curry comes back. If Curry only
you seen into the future right now?
If
Curry comes back.
Curry comes back in Game 4. Okay, they win Game 4. Series 2-2. Wolves take one. I think it's over. Ooh, nah. Warriors in 7. I got it.
Okay, let me get the Warriors.
No. Okay, seriously.
I might take the Wolves in 6.
If Curry comes back after this next game,
then
I got Warriors in 7. If not, it's probably Wolves in 6.
Okay, and then the last one, Thunder Nuggets. Nuggets currently up.
Let me get the free throw shooters in 7.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get the free throw shooters in. I might go 6.
Let me get the best team in the league in 6. The Nuggets.
What's that?
What?
They're not there.
I'm kidding. Okay, the best player in the world. That's 6.
MVP.
Whoever wins this series is going to win MVP.
Huh?
Say the MVP.
What? Shooting free throws?
The
game just started.
I've heard that.
Guess who I found at the free throw line?
It don't matter.
They had him like they just did a mural of Shea, and it was like, where is he at right now? The free throw line.
No.
They drew him on the free throw line in his own city.
That's kind of funny though.
Wait, so both of you said Thunder, right?
Yeah. Jokic's the best player in the world, but Shea's MVP.
Let me get Thunder in 7.
So according to y'all, it's Thunder versus Wolves.
That's so good. No, that's good.
No,
I love that. I want to see Anthony against Shea.
No, Thunder in 5, dude.
Yeah,
the Wolves are so lucky to get one game.
They would have waxed them. I'm not gonna.
No, all right. Watch. Everybody sees him. I bet.
I'm telling y'all, bro. How many times have we seen him do this, bro?
Who? Ant? You see game 1? He had like 5 points, bro.
Yeah.
His shoulder was hurt, bro.
I don't care.
How you know? You talked to
Yeah. You didn't see the way he wrapped his shoulder and the way he was yelling at the ref?
Oh my gosh.
Because he was trying to do too much of this. He was shimmying too
If
hard.
it's Thunder Wolves, it's Thunder.
Y'all want to see the best series y'all ever seen,
Okay,
Thunder and
whatever
Wolves.
you
You guys
say.
think I'm joking.
Whatever you said. And then for the East, y'all said Celtics.
Who's y'all?
against
Who's y'all?
we, and 2 is more than 1. Celtics versus Cavs.
Good math.
Yeah.
Celtics versus who?
Cavs.
Y'all are so.
That's a great series. I
That is
like
a great series.
When have we seen that before? We've seen this like a couple years back.
When LeBron was on the team? Yeah. That's the last time they
Oh my
played.
gosh, Cavs waxed the Celtics. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
Wax.
For sure.
Nah.
The way the Celtics have been playing.
Let me get Celtics.
Oh, you're right, though.
Let me get the Celtics in 6.
But if listen, if the Celtics come out of the series, then they came back from down 2-0, so they're obviously hot. So I would take them in 6.
Let me get them in 6.
Cavs in 6. I'm tempted to say 5. I ain't gonna lie.
So they beat the Knicks then?
Huh?
They beat the Knicks in 6?
Not even the Celtics.
Oh,
6. Knicks in 7.
Okay, well we said Celtics.
Okay.
The finals: Thunder versus Celtics.
Ew.
Again?
That makes me want to.
What do you mean again?
That's like the worst. That's the worst imaginable series.
I
5 minutes
personally-
is just straight free throw shooting.
Oh my gosh!
I
Foul
wanna-
painting.
No, listen.
Tatum on one end.
Let's go.
Shea on the other.
Nah, Shea at one
Look at
end.
the ref.
Shea at one end. No.
Wait, is Cat injured?
No. Y'all remind me? I had the craziest dream.
What?
It was like. I think it was Nuggets Thunder, right? Because I was watching that before I went to sleep, and there was like 3 or 4 Jokic's complaining. Oh wait, nah, it was just Instagram. I thought I lied.
A bunch of BS, bro.
Yeah, Dream wasn't
I'm
crazy.
so
It was
sorry.
just
I'm
dumb.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I got Thunder in 7. After that.
Okay. If this is a championship series, I would cry.
Me too. I would cry.
It's
It'd be entertaining.
It's a really plausible.
Because think the Thunder haven't been here since 20.
Look, it's gonna be JT ISO 4 seconds on the clock, and he's gonna brick it, and then it's gonna be Shea getting a free throw.
In a perfect world,
What? Shea free throw?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He gets a lot of free throws.
Yo, he's not gonna shoot a free throw, bro.
He gets a lot of free
No, he
throws.
does. He does. For real?
Yeah.
What?
Believe it or not.
How do you know that?
for entertainment purposes only, in a perfect world, the Knicks are in the finals.
For sure.
Because I want to see New York ball up.
Oh no, it's Knicks Wolves in the best in the IU.
Okay,
Are you
entertainment
guys
wise,
crazy?
sure.
100%. You realize the trade, right? The
Yeah.
cat trade just
Oh,
happened.
you're right.
The cat trade
storyline.
just
Oh my god,
happened.
I think the Wolves might have like low-key had like a good idea with their trade. I hate to say it.
What do you mean?
When they moved Redhead Ginger Chenzo.
Ooh, I love that.
Redhead Ginger Chenzo.
Bro, like
You know we're getting him in the offseason, right? The Knicks are signing him.
sure. You two are actually crazy. You know that, right?
What?
For what?
You think Devin Booker's going to the Rockets?
Yeah, I
You
knew.
think you think Redhead Ginger Chenzo is coming back to the Knicks after getting traded for Cat?
Yeah, if I got traded for Cat, I'd be like, you're right. Like what?
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not doing that, bro.
Do you not see the commercial?
No, let me
The
see
AT&T commercial?
What does that mean? That means nothing.
It means they're cool.
You two are
It
crazy.
means they're cool.
The finals I want to see is Nuggets Knicks. But
Really?
yeah. I don't want the Knicks to win, but I also want to watch them play. So it's kind of like because they're actually really fun to watch. But
It's crazy to me how y'all can still like hate when I'm
You're
such,
so
like,
crazy.
I'm such like a nice
I'll hate on
I'm
them.
such a nice guy about it.
Okay.
When do I ever rub it in your face?
You're crazy.
When have I ever said that?
All right, bro, you got it.
You're,
Come on.
you're
Maybe-
You got it.
Maybe in 8th grade.
You got
Maybe
it.
in 8th grade when I used to wear my Knicks jersey when I would play the Rockets.
No, you got it.
you're a crazy dude, bro.
But after that, like, what have I done to y'all?
You got it. Bro.
Seriously.
You got it.
Why are y'all mad?
No, you got
Why are the Celtics can win here?
it. Yeah, no, obviously.
Like this isn't even. They won 1 point, 3 points.
It's been tight games.
It's close, and the Knicks like it close.
Yo, someone, if you're bored,
Y'all are addicted to the rush.
if you're bored, can you keep a counter of how many times I've said this power?
Nobody's doing. Nobody cares that much.
I'm kind of curious now because I've like grabbed it like a million times.
Okay.
It feels like
What time is it?
it's 10:14, right?
I want to see. How many.
Move it, dipwad. This is bad for television.
You're right.
Yeah. You're just looking at the Chromebook.
Just show me the time.
Oh, it's 10:20. It's 10:20.
Who locked it? Okay.
I want to see Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter.
So who is y'all?
Yeah.
Who's the best player performer so far?
Ooh, good question. Jokic is up there.
That's Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter.
Excuse me.
That is nice.
That's Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter.
What?
One shot.
Are you serious? Like one shot made?
Made. No, let's see the miss too.
The miss is just
1 for 5.
It's not even crazy. I mean,
look where it is. Look where it is.
The best player in the series isn't supposed to take 1 shot or 5 shots in the fourth quarter.
You're right. I think it's one shot.
That is looking a useful tool.
He's gonna put the.
That is kind of crazy. Yo, these guys are not gonna get a break after this one.
He's gonna put the Kobe armband on, hit up Kobe, and it'll be all right.
Should I start claiming the Celtics? Should I be like my Celtics?
Nah, you like me.
But if I had to give the top 3 for playoff performers, I would say, in no order, Jalen Brunson, Jokic, and
It's gotta be Tyrese.
Or shit.
No,
it's not Tyrese.
JB, Aaron Gordon.
All right, bro.
Aaron Gordon.
2 game winners. Hello.
Okay, he's a role player.
No. He's a role player. Yo, that's not the.
Okay, he is a role player.
Yo, don't you humble Aaron Gordon?
What is the definition of a role player?
2 game winners.
Prime Klay Thompson was a role player.
What?
What do you mean?
Oh no, you
played his role 3 and D. Scored 20 points a game.
A role player?
Of being
No,
the best
I'm
player on the
saying
team.
okay. You're taking it.
No.
Your definition is different than mine.
Your definition
The Warriors,
is not the right
the
definition.
2018 Warriors was like a 1A, 1B with KD and Steph, right? Okay. So Draymond. Well,
You can only have 2 after the 2 or just
No,
role player.
I'm saying Klay Klay isn't like
Who was the
Klay-
second? Who was the
Zach,
second
I'm
best
not
player
having
on the
this
Nuggets? Who was the second best player on the Nuggets
Jamal Murray.
in this playoff? That's what I thought.
It's like a 2A2.
I was not gonna say that. I was just saying game winners don't make you.
Okay,
I know.
But when you're in a
especially
seven,
if you're not put like.
I'm saying, what is the definition of a role player?
when you went to a 7,
What is a role player?
I'm saying like
listen,
fifth man, sixth man.
someone
It
who
doesn't have-
someone who
pass
has
the
a
ball.
specific. It was not that funny. I promise.
It's funny to me.
Someone who has a specific skill set.
You say it wrong again. Yo, 3 times in a row.
It's not Invisalign. I don't get my retainers today.
No, okay, for sure.
You finally off of his own.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about.
It is. You didn't have a list when the last time you heard I had a list.
3 seconds.
Just not.
Yeah, but my Invisalign is. You know what? I'm not gonna take out my Invisalign. That's like I'm not doing that.
Just
Specific skill set.
Gosh.
Okay. Someone with a specific skill set. Who does what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they-
Okay, that's quite. I'm not having this conversation. Klay Thompson is not a role player. Bro.
Randy.
I'm not having Zach. This is not a
Very consistent role player. 20 points a game.
How is he a role player? All right, name another role player.
He's the best role player
Who's
of
a
all
role
time.
player on the Rockets?
Oh my god.
I
I hope he knows that.
I already know the person you're gonna say. Watch how funny this is. Say your person right now, and don't you dare switch it up now. Watch.
Dylan Brooks. Who do you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say like.
Amen Thompson, role player.
I thought you were gonna
On that
say
team.
some random from like off the bench.
Oh no!
And then I was gonna be like, so that role player, and then Klay Thompson.
So no, in your definition, Amen Thompson's a role player.
No,
Are you
because
okay with
he's the
that?
focal point of his team.
No, he's
like
not.
Is Klay Thompson not the vocal point?
No, but a man can do so much like more. Klay Thompson
could only hit 60 threes without taking a.
But his role was 3 and D, and that's all he did.
What is a men's role?
To play defense, to guard the best player, to be the number one.
Which other role player has NBA records as monumental as this?
That's what I'm saying. He's the best role player of all time.
The best role player of all time is
role player?
by definition not a role player. You realize that, right?
No,
that's like me saying the best bad food of all time. It's automatically not bad.
What are you talking about?
You can't. The best.
I'm trying to say the two
The best of a bad
contradicting
thing
each other.
isn't bad, unless it's like.
But being a role player isn't a bad thing.
It's not like a position that you should be. Yeah, I'm a role player. That's not something you get.
Nobody. Yeah, I know.
Points.
Okay, role players can drop 50.
Once in a while, you can't average 23 and be a role player.
Yes, you can. All right.
Maybe we just got different definitions.
We do have different definitions.
And ours is
Tyler Hero a role player?
No.
Not anymore.
No, yeah, not
when
anymore.
Jimmy was on the team,
no.
By Zach's definition, he was.
Yes. You can be the third, fourth best player on the team. He was AKA Dylan Brooks. No, he wasn't.
You're saying Dan was better than him?
Yes, he was in DPOY Hawks.
Dan was better.
What, this year?
No, when Jimmy was on
the team this year, wasn't he?
No.
What? Am I tweaking?
I'm talking about like 2020, 2021.
When it's the Celtics every year.
When he was in the finals, bro.
Hey.
I'm not talking about this year, bro. Come on, bro.
What are we even on?
I don't know.
Y'all were saying Aaron Gordon is a role player. Oh, I don't care if a role.
Okay, role player or not, he's still not the best. He's not a
top five player performer or top 3 player.
2 game winners in the playoffs is crazy.
Okay,
2 game winners in the playoffs is crazy.
Bro, like,
can I pull
in a 7?
Ty Jerome could do that, and you're
but did he though?
He didn't, but he's not a.
Yeah, that's what he thought.
You know what? That's actually a good point. Game winners are low-key hard to like.
Okay, he's top 7.
Okay, but also you all realize they had a 7-game series, right?
Yeah.
Without that tip and dunk, they don't win.
Okay.
You realize that, right?
That's what I'm saying. You have to factor in the fact that you have to bring in.
It's such a monumental
because of the game winner that just brings him up and he doesn't have to drop 20, 30 points.
I know, I'm not
because of that game winner was so important. So that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it as if you're a real performer, you're consistently giving me something. So unless you're consistently giving me a game winner every single game,
that's fair to say. But at the same time, without Aaron Gordon, the Nuggets are out here. The Nuggets are bounced.
Oh, without Jokic, they're losing.
Okay, yeah, but obviously.
Okay.
Obviously, right? Which is why Jokic is probably up there too. But
probably. Shut up.
What were we arguing again?
Top 3 playoff performers right now.
Okay, Jalen Brunson.
Jalen, Jokic, and I don't know whether it's Shea, Donovan.
I'm gonna take Donovan.
Or
I'm gonna take that
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese is up there. I'll take.
I'm not even taking Cat. You might do.
You
can throw Cat.
No, he's not.
Okay. Let me switch it.
He's been good for half the game.
Let me switch it to top 5, because then it's Jokic, Jalen Brunson, Shea, Donovan Mitchell,
and Aaron Gordon.
You really want Aaron Gordon?
I don't make you mad.
I like Aaron Gordon too. I said I'm a Nuggets fan the rest of the playoffs
too, but he's just not there.
Yeah.
Plus, his game winners weren't like ISO 3-ball.
I mean, the one two nights.
That doesn't take the value. The value's the same.
It does take the value away. It's the skill level required to win the game. If I win it off of a layup, wide open, versus or a putback dunk,
but you know what?
But like Tyrese Halliburton step
versus
back.
Jalen Brunson,
step back,
where he took the game into his own hands.
Let me ask you the question then, right? Or let me ask both the other questions, right? Jokic had the game winner in his hands and he missed it. Right?
Okay.
Does that bring
he had 40 that game.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure.
No. It was one of the Clippers games.
Yeah, I know.
Well. But
for 20 minutes, something like that.
But who saved it? Aaron Gordon.
Okay.
Aaron Gordon.
I don't know about Aaron Gordon.
Okay, same thing last year in the Celtics Heat series. Game 6 when they were down 3-2. Jason Tatum puts up the air ball, but Derek White puts up the layup back in.
Derek White, he's been flying under the radar, but he's
also one of the best role players in the league.
I think Derek White.
You can say that. Just because of the talent that they have.
Yeah. I can say the same thing about Klay Thompson.
No, you can't.
Because what talent, huh?
We're done.
Tell me what talent on the Warriors is better than Klay Thompson, not named Stephen Curry. Name one.
KD and
Prime.
Draymond Green.
Sorry. Prime. Because Prime is the best record of all time. Is it not? Is it not?
For Klay?
Yes.
His prime?
Yes. The best. Yeah. The best team of all time. Yeah. So tell me one player that's not named Stephen Curry.
No, I'm saying at that point it's the same thing with Tyler Hero, right? Tyler Hero was a role player in 2020. Wasn't a role player now because he's the best player on the team.
But at that time, he was the
2015. He was the second best player on the team. Yeah.
Yes, you cannot be a role player by definition.
I'm saying the best role player of all time is 2018 Klay Thompson.
You said prime.
Okay, sorry, 2018.
Okay, now I gotta think about that.
It's damn near his prime, bro. Okay, 2023 Derek White. 2023 Derek White, one of the best role players of all time. 2018 Klay Thompson.
I just don't think you can. I feel like it's disrespectful.
I could think of some more.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
2018 did they have KD? No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
So you're the beat LeBron. Can you sign up for?
See that's more reasonable.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not a complete idiot.
Nah, you know, it's not even our fault though, because you said crime.
No, I just think it's disrespectful to call Klay Thompson a role player.
Yeah. In any case, that's not.
I wouldn't call
modern
him
day.
He don't deserve that.
Yeah, he's not even a role player on the Mavericks.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
I promise.
He's better than Kyrie.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to see.
Sure.
You joking?
2008 Rondo, one of the best role players of all time.
You wasn't born yet, Zaf.
Okay.
How would you know?
Born.
How would you know?
But I know what he did that
Tell
year.
me, what team did you watch?
He was the main. I wasn't.
What
watching.
team was he on?
Box score watching.
Okay.
You didn't watch the game.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You watched the game in 2008.
Okay. Come on. Tell me.
I didn't watch in 2008, but I've seen.
He had a taxi in his mouth watching the game.
I've seen.
No.
I've seen
2008. He wasn't even born. He's a late baby. You know that, right?
I've seen what he did. I'm saying.
What have you seen? How have you seen it?
I've seen it before. They played the Lakers and that series.
You were there, Zach?
I was not there.
How do you know?
Because I can watch old games.
Yeah. How many old games? How many?
I know they did that playoff run.
Tell me how do you know?
Doc Rivers led them the whole playoff series. Took them to the Lakers series. They played in the finals. It was Kobe against Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Rondo, the big three. The Celtics were 1-7. Rondo was a big piece. He played defense. He played make. He was dishing it off to everyone. He was a role player on that team.
Why am I arguing this? He's not a role player. What are you talking about?
Yes, on that team.
No, he wasn't. He was the one setting up the play. How are you the starting point?
I'm starting to realize how dumb this conversation is. Do you know why? It's because we're arguing for two different definitions. And we're trying to convince each other to switch definitions.
Because we're right and he's wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Right, right.
I'm not calling Klay Thompson a role player. I never will.
Also, you were never born.
Okay.
Yeah,
You were never born.
I've seen what they've done.
Yeah, like what?
Okay.
How many games have you watched? How many full games have you watched?
I didn't watch full games. I've seen
the highlights?
No, not the highlights. Like documentaries.
JCC highlights.
No, like documentaries and stuff. Like. Okay, I can say the same stuff about freaking Jordan and them.
Exactly, but you're not calling Jordan a role player, are you?
No, but I'm. Oh my,
Yeah, just making me mad.
It's rage bait, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm ready to end this.
It's a little urge me to end the episode off.
Alright, thank y'all.
Hey, let me get a shout out today, bro. Let me get a shout out.
Okay, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week, or we won't. I guess you'll find out in a week.
We really will see you in a week.
Alright.
You know, I haven't really shouted out a player in a while. You know, I like to let them take it. Today's an important day. You know, we shout.
Hurry up.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm not just to speed it up.
Oh, y'all want me to speed it up? Right. Shout out JT Thor off the Wizards.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a great dude.
It's good, bro.
Good dude.
He was good with the Hornets.
He's not good now. He's still good.
You know, I was kind of scared midway that we weren't recording.
Me too. I don't know. I didn't trust you.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we were.